EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Second and 9 now from the 21. They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. On play action, they'll throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar.
You circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And now an audible here into something else. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he will finally be shoved out of bounds down at the 30-yard line. A big-time play there for the Texans. And even 40 yards.
And this offense has come out swinging here in the early going. They pick up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch. And the two of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Straight ahead, Etienne. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And they'll go again with Etienne. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second down and 4. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Texans are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. So much for being intimidated on the road in the playoffs, right? That was a pretty clinical drive right there.
Yeah, they seem to come out with the attitude of, we don't deal with pressure. We create it on the other team. Just took it right down the field and stuffed it in the end zone.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 9. They'll set up a throw. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road. And
they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They begin the drive on the ground with Allen. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
From the 46, here's a 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Now a carry for Allen. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46.
But it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in and went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. On first down, and it's a fumble. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Texans 7, Jets nothing.
Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it 2nd and 7. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's 2nd and 7. They're going to look to throw. That went out wide and intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field. And
that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field. Guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
They go play action here on first down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. A nice throw from the rookie out of Miami, and it's going to be good for a first down. A nice throw there. And this is a quarterback, you remember, looking to do what no other rookie has done, and that's lead his team into the Super Bowl.
And now you've made me go back down memory lane a little bit because we have had a few guys come close. Think about Patrick Mahomes in 2018. Second year in the league, but his first as a full-time starter. I go back to 2000 with the Vikings and Dante Culpepper. Also his first year as a starter. But this would be something I think would be very noteworthy.
Second down and 6 now. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape for a 1st and goal.
Allen. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Second and goal from the 1. ETN will take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Sometimes offensive can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Point after here coming up. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Next to score, Texans 14, Jets nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he goes out right around the 39. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Ball on the 39. Here's second and a yard. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Second down and a little more than a yard here. They'll drop to throw. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
On third down, here's Bigsby. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. They end up getting stumped twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going to try and throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. He finds Wilson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The end result, 21 yards.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
Back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Griffith. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now Lutz for the field goal try. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Lutz is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to air one out. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Ashton Davis.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He finds his man complete. It's Griffith. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
2nd down and 8.
In motion, the tight end. Here's 2nd and 8. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they can at least attempt a kick before the half. and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
A 49-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Griffin. He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it with an avalanche. Dropped at the 1. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Jets are going to get a new set of downs. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Back to throw here. Flushed out right. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Jets have cut the lead back down to 2. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range. but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
Third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points.
Yeah.
But I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
They're only 30 yards line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now back to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That's taken on the 25.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back. Yards.
And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And taken down just shy of the 40.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second and 7.
They'll set up to throw.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. This is Brown going up the middle. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally, I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They run for it with Bigsby. They find some open field here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's on the tackle, Braden Smith. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. 2nd and 11. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
This to the tight end, Kincaid. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Texans.
One quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
ETN up the middle.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Second down and 7.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
Bust through the tackle. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. He'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are right back in this football game.
We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter, this possession gigantic.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right.
And this one too low.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
From the gun, a give to Brown.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Jets on third down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And that will force a turnover on downs. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down.
And that's the kind of run you get when you know Super Bowl berth is in sight. They've got the lead. It's the second half. All those weeks of wear and tear in your body just go away. He's running with purpose now, and that's a heck of a run.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A handoff for Etienne.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
Etienne once more.
A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. In motion comes the tight end left. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Texans!
Dalton Kincaid.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Texans are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency, because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Super Bowl aspirations on the line. A critical one here. It's third down. He'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Fourth down, 10 yards to go. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Here we go. This is fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he is caught. And out across midfield down to the 45. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's first and 10. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Texans are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll run with Allen, and he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll look to throw here. He sets to fire deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Jets have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Lutz with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So down only 2 now. Still a chance to finagle their way into field goal range if they can get this onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll.
Jeez, bruh.
Yes. Hey, yo, good game, bro. You know what's funny? I missed that 2-point conversion with my tight end. He never drops that, bro.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, yo, it would have been a tie game right now, man. Hey, don't bitch, make sure go for it, bro.
Nah.
The
I want you
Texans
to
gonna
see.
send
Just go
this
for it. You don't trust
and
yourself? You
final
don't trust yourself?
timeout.
I already won.
As the Chiefs
What I gotta go for it, bro?
your respective sidelines, we take a break.
I already won.
They will take
Nah,
a knee here and
This
cue
man,
the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl.
you know I
I
fucking
mean,
that last joint that you threw the best, that was on me, man. I was like,
except for one thing.
I was like all the way down there about it was a cover 3. That's why we got past that nigga. And I didn't even throw it like that. You know, I threw like 2 picks.
Reservations, the whole deal, that's all wiped out
Ugh.
now.
damn, this game would have been so much different, yo, if I had caught that damn 2-point conversion. Oh well. Yep, there goes
And
my
the
Super Bowl,
AFC
man.
champion
Fuck.
has been crowned onto the Super
Yeah, I
Bowl.
mean,
There
2-point
cannot be
conversion.
a better
The
feeling than
main
this.
nigga,
It's almost
hey, you beat me by
indescribable. And when we
2,
talk
man.
to
I
players
beat you
from
on
the
the count by
past,
2,
a
yeah.
lot of them mentioned
Yep.
You
getting
beat
to
me
the
in the
Super Bowl,
battle,
winning a
beat you
conference
on the war.
championship, even before they
Good
talk
job,
about the
man.
Super Bowl
GG's,
itself.
man.
All that hard work to
That
get
that
to your goal,
fucking you made a crazy
incredible.
play with
And that'll close the books on the
the
conference
quarterback when he
championship.
was
For
scrambling,
Charles
dog.
Davis, myself,
Yeah,
Brandon
dude,
Gaudin,
yeah,
and
because
our
he
entire
has
crew
he
will
has
talk to you in
99
2 weeks
throwing
from
the
the
run,
Super Bowl.
and he can throw dots on the run.
I was like, what the fuck? But there was this other play
Fuck,
where my
man, that was
fucking
so good.
when my running back fumbled. I was so mad, you
Yeah,
know.
I'm good at that, dog. I'll be getting fumbles, man.
But it was
Don't
like
matter.
it was
It,
like you didn't even hit me.
it's a,
My
I know.
guy
I did a
touched it.
I peanut punched you. I peanut punched it right in the bowl. That was all user, yo. I punched the shit out of that.
Man, after that, I was like, man, I'm going on conservative, dog.
I knew it. As soon as that happened, I was like, I know this nigga went conservative. I just knew. I knew.
Because if I didn't go on conservative, you would have made me fumble a couple more times, man.
Yeah, I know. I laid the hit on one of them.
But my nigga got on tank. ETN, you hit him in the goal line,
Man,
but he had
yeah.
tank on. I was like, oof, that was close.
Yeah. Man, you know that last touchdown you got is what fucked me over, too. You know why? Because I tried to bait you. I tried to bait you, and I knew you were going there. I came in the middle, and the game, when you hiked it, the game pulled me in, and I couldn't flare back out. I was trying to come in and then push back out right underneath that and get the interception, or you wouldn't have thrown it because you saw me in that area. But I was like,
I was throwing that shit regardless. I didn't give a fuck if you were in there or not because you know what? You know what? I lowballed it, young, and that would have made it even more accurate, and it was, young. So I was like, bet. But as soon as I saw that joint, young, it was wide open right there, yo. Let me see this nigga Ashton. Yeah, he didn't even do the animation. He just hit. So basically, you tackled me, and then my dumbass lineman hit my arm. It made the ball come out. Look at the replay on the first quarter. Yep.
Yeah, my fucking phone cut off. Shit.
Man, you fucking baited me with Ashton Kutcher, bitch ass.
I know.
I ain't think he was that fast, you know.
Yeah, he's fast as shit. It's 95 speed.
But it looked like I had an angle on him. But then, oh man, if I had a different formation with Bond would have been there, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to my playbook.
Well, look, we already said whoever wins this, whoever wins is gonna win the Super Bowl. So you got to get 2, dog. I don't know if those other guys gonna be tougher than me, man. Like I don't know. Fuck it.
Nah. It was a tougher than usual game. I ain't gonna cap. I had to really lock in.
I mean, this game wasn't even about locking in for real. It was about whoever's gonna make the final mistake, and that's what happened. Like I made, and you know what's crazy? I almost got that onside kick, yo, because I thought your dude touched it, and then the flag came out.
Nah.
Your dude looked like he touched the ball first. I was like, no, he touched it, because my dude was just a second too fast there, dog. Because your dude could not, he wasn't going to, if he had touched it, let me tell you what would have happened on that onside kick. If your dude did touch the ball, to catch it, my dude was right there so fast that when he hit him, he would have fumbled the ball. You know that, right? That's how that onside kick works.
Oh, I was just worried about the low joint. I was
that's why I knew you were. I'm telling you, this was a straight chess game. When it came to that onside kick, I did that one because I know you know how to get the other one. That's why I did that version. I was like, okay, he doesn't know this one. He's not gonna know this one.
Oh yeah, man, I was nervous. You know, you about to kick it. I was like, man, he know how to kick these Jones.
Yeah,
man.
I do. I do know how. I do.
Shit, you man, and you beat that nigga Jimbo off for what?